Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips and football tips for Saturday, the 25th of November. Well, I've had a winning day. Oi, oi! So it was £19 stake. I hate that noise, by the way. Around about £19 staked, and I think it was £120 back. I know it was £111 return without the singles, I think it was. So about 120, I think. But I don't keep the returns, and I'm not going to keep talking about the returns or a winning day. That's it now. It's done. Let's move on to Saturday. So I'm having a 10 pence each way lucky 63, and it starts at Lingfield. There are more bets to follow, and if you follow the football, the three matches will be in the description of the video and the first comment by dinner time Saturday. So let's get into it. So the first 10 pence each way lucky 63 is at Lingfield. The first selection is Media Guest at 8 to 1 in the 11:30 at Lingfield, paying 4 places instead of 3. The second selection is Luna Rocks. I'll just let you know, the 33 to 1s, the 50s are more hopeful than confident, if you know what I mean. I think that comes without having to say that, really. So yeah, Luna Rocks at 33 to 1 in the 12 o'clock at Lingfield. The third selection is Recon Mission at 10 to 1 in the 12:35 at Lingfield, paying 4 places instead of 3. Tony Carroll won this race last year, I think, with maybe a horse Pop Dancer. I know it wasn't Pop Master because that's much better than this one, but Pop something, and I think it's got a cracking chance. If this horse gets out, it's got a cracking chance of making all. The fourth selection is Merry Minister at 50 to 1 in the 17 minutes past 2 race at Lingfield, paying 4 places instead of 3. The next selection is Blooming with Grace at 14 to 1 in the 2:53 at Lingfield, paying 4 places instead of 3. The final selection in this bet is Porfin at 12 to 1 in the 3:30 at Lingfield, paying 4 places instead of 3. And there are more football bets to come. There are more horse racing bets to come. If you like any of those, if you don't fancy any of those, or if you fancy a horse in any of those races, let me know in the comments. There's some very interesting conversations going on. I didn't realise how it worked, and there were 31 replies to one message. So it's great that there's a conversation going on. So I encourage that. Please let me know what you fancy. It's a game of opinions, or a sport of opinions, or whatever you want to call it. So, the more fancied horses, if I'm being honest, the first race in this bet is a bit of a puzzle, but the rest of them I shall talk you through how much I fancy them. So it's a 45 pence each way lucky 15, then it's a 75 pence each way accumulator that comes to £15. So the first selection is Park Annunciada, or something like Annunciada, at 5 to 1 in the 1:15 at Haydock. This is a money back special, but basically put a line through that, forget that. So the owners have got 2 in the race. Daryl Jacob has been riding this horse but opts for the other one. But I think this horse is crying out for this extra distance. I believe it's running over 2 miles. It battled to the line in quite a few of its races. Not always winning as well, but it did last time. Sorry, I don't know if it did last time. I forgot this for 20 minutes ago. It's crying out for third. I think it won it here last time. Just I think this is it's a 114 rated horse, and I think it is related to a staying chasing family, and I think stepping up in distance is exactly what it wants. Ultimately, it will be a chaser in the end, but I think off 114. With this type of connection, the Isaac Munir, I do think there's more to come from this horse. But there's also more to come from his other horse. But I do think this has got the best chance out of the 2. But I could be completely wrong. So the next selection is Dubrovnik Harry at 9 to 1 in the 2:20 at Haydock, paying 6 places instead of 4. I think it's got a cracking chance on form. It's had a recent run. And I do like the stable, Harry Fry, and I do like the jockey, Jonathan Burke. And he's also on my nap of the day. And the nap of the day is White Hot Chili Fillet at 9 to 2 in the 240 at Ascot, paying 3 places instead of 2. I do think it's got a chance on form, but I also think there are many question marks over a lot of the other runners. And finally, Wasdall Dundalk at 9 to 1 in the 335 at Haydock, paying 4 places instead of 3. So basically, this horse left John Joe O'Neill, and I forgot who it's joined now, but it doesn't matter. It's been running over 2 miles. All of a sudden, it was, bearing in mind, it had already run over an extended trip, but for a long time, it's been running over 2 miles. Stepped up to 3 mile at Perth, and this horse, the last 4 or 5 runs have been, you wouldn't even recognise these runs compared to the previous ones when it was running over 2 mile. It's never really tackled this kind of company over such a distance, so it is interesting to see. But I think soft ground at Haydock could count against quite a few of the horses, and there could be some very tired horses. And if this horse is in genuine good form and wants a big trip, then I think it could be gradually, from a quiet ride at the back, be gradually picking them off as the front runners begin to falter. So that's what I've gone for. That's the theme behind that horse. So I'll give you those 2 bets. The football bet will be the regular over 2.5, over 3.5, and over 4.5 goal trebles. As I said, the teams and the bet will be in the description by no later than 12 o'clock Saturday dinner time. So the very best of luck. You can give me a like or subscribe, that'd be great. But share the video, do whatever you want with it. But please get the word out. I'm only a small channel, and I've not really pushed it. And I've started the channel similar time to another racing tipster, and he's doing much better than me. But to be fair, he does record his stats. I don't, but I don't claim any. I only claim from the previous day. I'll talk you through a disappointing day, then I'll tell you if we've won, and then we move on to the next day. So if you can help the channel, I'd really appreciate it. So the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.